Hello fam, it's your boy Harvey. I want to talk about how progressive my dope addiction was, or my drug use was. My addiction got worse and worse time after time. I think I OD'd probably about 7-8 times. Depending on the quality and the quantity of the stuff determined whether I OD'd or not, or how things worked out for me as I was getting high. Sometimes I was fresh straight from the joint, straight from getting out of jail, prison, whatever the case may have been, and my tolerance may have been low at that point. So I might have OD'd or something after I tried it a few times, or the quality of the stuff may have changed, especially when you got a dual addiction, you're doing coke and dope. Your tolerance can fluctuate, because sometimes the cocaine can overpower the dope, or vice versa. As you going about, through time with your addiction, but it's progressive. It's progressive in spite, you need more and more, basically. You basically gonna need more and more. Addiction, it gets more worse and more worse as you go along. It's very progressive. It's very progressive. You might start out getting high once a week, and then it's every day, and then it's several times every day. Addiction is very progressive, especially when you're messing with the hard stuff. And then you get to the point where it's not mental, it becomes physical. And everybody, situation is different. Genetically, some of us are predisposed to being addicts, or of a certain type. Some of us, it may be alcohol that, that takes over us. Some of us, heroin takes over us. Some of us, cocaine may take over us, whatever the case may be. But some of us are predisposed to certain chemicals that take advantage of us, mind-altering chemicals that take control of our lives. So it's different for everybody. See, some people can try the stuff once and go ahead and move on. Some of them try it once and that euphoria overcome them and they just stuck right there. They know the next day they trying it again. Whereas some people can try it and just let that thing go. Do it every now and then or whatever. But some people, they try it once, that's it. It's on and popping. They gonna keep that thing up in them until they do something, about their disease. But yeah, man, it's very progressive. It's progressive. It don't get no better. It get more worse and more worse, A lot of times they say jail's institution and death. I find that to be true too. Yeah, because some people, man, they gonna do whatever they gotta do to have it, man. They don't fear, going to jail or whatever the case may be. They gonna get, their blast, as they say. They gonna get that, I've been in many situations, man, where I done crazy stuff just to be able to get that. Yep. That's how that when it's very progressive. I wouldn't wish that stuff on my worstest enemy. That's how terrible it is, yeah. That's how terrible it is when you live in that, you caught up into that, man, that lifestyle. Being a dope fiend or whatever the case may be, drug addict, however you want to look at it. Yeah, but it's very progressive. It don't get no better, it gets more worse and more worse. Each time you go back at it, that's how it is. You just caught up in a vicious cycle being a drug addict. I just thank God, man, that I was finally able to get past that situation. I thank God, all praise be to God. That's what it takes to get over that for some people. God. As they say, a higher power, whatever the case may be, that's what it takes, man, in a right frame of mind. But yeah, addiction is very progressive. It don't get no better, it get worse and worse, more worse and more worse. Alright, that's that.